The observation deck of the Meridian Station hummed with the steady pulse of quantum processors as Oscar Chen stared through the reinforced transparasteel at the approaching Zathrene dreadnought. Its bioluminescent hull rippled with patterns he'd learned to recognize over the past 3 years. Diplomatic protocols written in living light. "She's early," Orla said from behind him, her crystalline voice carrying harmonics no human throat could produce. At 17 cycles, roughly 14 Earth years, she stood nearly 7 feet tall, her chitinous exoskeleton shimmering with the deep purples and blues of Zathrene royalty. Oscar turned to face his adopted daughter, his weathered face creasing with concern. "Your mother wasn't supposed to arrive for another week. We haven't finished your cognitive integration tests." "I know." Orla's tertiary arms fidgeted with the neural interface collar around her neck, the device that allowed her to process human linguistic patterns. "Oscar, what if she takes me back?" The question hit him like a railgun round. 3 years ago, he'd been a xenobiologist assigned to first contact protocols. Now he was something the galaxy had never seen, a human raising an alien princess. The docking bay pressurized with a hiss that made Oscar's teeth ache. Queen Shakara emerged first, her massive form, 12 feet of apex predator evolution, moving with terrifying grace. Her honor guard flanked her, plasma lances humming at ready positions. Dr. Chen, the Queen's translation matrix rendered her clicks and subsonic growls into clipped English. "3 solar cycles you have kept my daughter from her people. Explain." Oscar stepped forward, very aware that Shakara could bisect him with one sweep of her primary blades. "Your Majesty, Orla was dying. The quantum plague had infected 60% of her neural colony. Under Zathrene medical protocols, she would have been recycled. Mercy killing is our way. The weak do not—" "I'm not weak, Mother." Orla stepped into the bay, her posture rigid with practiced human defiance. "Oscar saved me using human neural reconstruction techniques. Techniques your physicians said were impossible." Shakara's eyes, all 6 of them, fixed on her daughter. "You speak like them now. Your pheromone signature is contaminated with mammalian bonding markers." The Queen's head swiveled toward Oscar. "What have you done to her?" "I kept her alive," Oscar said quietly. "The neural reconstruction required complete cognitive restructuring. To give her brain patterns something to anchor to during regrowth, I shared mine. We underwent synchronized cortical mapping for 18 months. You imprinted on her." Shakara's voice dropped to a subsonic rumble that rattled Oscar's sternum. "Made her think like a human." "He made me think like myself," Orla interjected. "The plague destroyed my original personality matrix. What grew back is new. But it's me, Mother, not some recycled hatchling programmed with dynastic obligations." The Queen circled them both, her sensors analyzing every photon of their interaction. "The Concordance will never accept this. A Zathrene royal, neurologically compromised by human—" "Father!" The word detonated in the silence like a fusion charge. "What did you call him?" Shakara's blades extended, their monomolecular edges catching the station's cold light. Orla moved between them, her young body positioning with instinctive protectiveness. "Oscar is my father. He sat with me through 647 reconstruction sessions. He learned Zathrene chromatic language to speak my birth tongue. He taught me to laugh, to question, to choose." "Zathrene do not choose," Shakara hissed. "We fulfill our evolutionary purpose." "Then maybe," Oscar said carefully, "evolution is trying something new." The Queen's attention snapped to him. "You dare lecture me on genetics, human? Your species barely understands your own genome." "No, Your Majesty. But I understand love." Oscar pulled up a holographic display from his wrist comm. "These are Orla's neural scans, the purple regions, that's pure Zathrene cognition. Your people's brilliant spatial reasoning, your quantum probability processing. But the gold regions? That's where human and Zathrene neurology created something unprecedented. The images rotated, showing a brain unlike anything in xenobiological records. She can perceive 16 dimensions simultaneously while experiencing human emotional depth, Oscar continued. She can calculate faster than light trajectories while writing poetry. She's not diminished, Your Majesty. She's enhanced. Shkara studied the scans for a long moment. The concordance will demand she return. Take her place in the succession. Let them demand. Orla's voice carried a harmonic that made the guard's antennae flatten, a royal command frequency. I've read the treaties. Article 47. No being shall be compelled to return to their species of origin if doing so would cause irreparable psychological harm. You would claim asylum? Shkara's voice was ice. From your own mother? No. Orla's tertiary arms reached out, touching her mother's blades in the Zathrene gesture of kinship. I would ask my mother to understand that I can serve our people better this way, as a bridge between species, as proof that we can be more than evolution dictates. The Queen's blades retracted slowly. She turned to Oscar. You taught her this defiance? I taught her to think for herself. Why? The question carried genuine confusion. Humans are hierarchical. You value obedience, structure. We also value freedom, Oscar said, even when it costs us. Shkara's sensors swept over them both again, and Oscar saw something shift in her alien features, a subtle softening of the bioluminescent patterns along her crest. The neural bond you share? It is permanent? Yes, Oscar confirmed. Our brain patterns are quantum entangled. We'll always be connected. Then she truly is your offspring, in every way that matters to humans. The Queen's next words came slowly, as if each one cost her. And you are her father. Orla's entire body brightened with shock and joy. This does not mean the concordance will approve, Shkara warned, but I will advocate for a new precedent, a hybrid protocol for beings like Orla. She fixed Oscar with an unreadable stare. On one condition. Anything, Your Majesty. You will teach our physicians your reconstruction techniques. If one Zathrene can be saved this way, perhaps others can too. Oscar bowed. It would be my honor. As the Queen departed with her guard, Orla collapsed against Oscar, her massive frame trembling. She called you my father. She acknowledged it. Oscar wrapped his arms around her as far as they would go, this impossible daughter of his. Families aren't just biology, Orla. They're choice. And I chose you the moment I decided to save your life. Through the viewport, the Zathrene dreadnought began its departure sequence, its bioluminescent hull pulsing a message in royal chromatic. Until we meet again, hybrid daughter. Make me proud. I will, Mother, Orla whispered, though the Queen couldn't hear. We both will.